Hey guys, I'm Mitch, one of the hosts of the show. Before we start, I just wanted to thank you all for listening and tell you something cool. In the description of the episode, there's a link to our Discord if you want to just come hang out with us. We stream there, watch movies, game together, and just hang out. You can even be a guest host on our show and suggest games for us to play and review. So don't be shy, just come hang out with us. It'll be fun. Also, there's a link to our Facebook so you can join the page and give it a like, and it helps a lot if you do. Same with giving us a 5-star review on iTunes and writing something small, even if it's just, hey guys, like that'll do. That's fine. It really does help us get to the top of the charts. Thank you all again, and let's get on with the show.
Hello?
And we're back again.
Yes.
Sorry, I accidentally hit the end call. My mouse was right on it, and I went to move it, and I was like, click. Alright, so tell the people what you've been doing again. Sorry.
Been painting my miniatures. My
Hell
40k miniatures.
Hell yeah, bro.
Soon I shall have several armies finished for us to play with.
How many pieces now?
How many pieces?
Like how many models?
Altogether?
Yeah.
Well, I have no idea.
Think around like 200 maybe?
No. I I've completed a shit ton of Death Guard. I'd have to recount. But I think I have definitely over 2,000 points.
I don't know what
So,
that means. Explain.
well, the armies that we usually play with have been like 600 points at most. I've been making 1,000 point army for us to play with.
Alright, alright, alright.
Should be epic.
Yeah. We're finally back. The Yakuza Infinite Wealth dropped. And I've just been like letting that wash over me. Like, it is just fucking amazing, dude. There's just so much shit to do. The story's fucking pretty awesome too. And they got a whole bunch of new job classes to pick from. And you can migrate a certain amount of moves into another class after you unlock the moves from that class. So it's like I can go be like a hero class and then migrate like my samurai moves into there and my like aquanaut moves and all this other shit. It's so much fun, dude. Just like mix and match.
What is an Aquanaut?
I'm glad you asked. you're like you're in like a scuba suit and you carry a surfboard as a weapon. And it's like you do a whole bunch of water attacks and shit. I don't know, I haven't gotten too deep into that one. I've mainly been doing samurai and like um I've been doing for my main characters, samurai and hero. And like honestly a little bit of everything. But girls and guys have different job classes that they can only use. Like you can be a
Like
football player.
Awakening. Um, Fire Emblem Awakening.
Oh, nice. Yeah, like girls only have access to well, they're the only ones that have access to tennis ace, where you're a tennis player, and only guys can be football players. So it's kind of like that. And like only girls can be like the certain kind of ninja. It starts with a K. Kamanuchi. I don't know. I forget what it's called. And
Only girls.
yeah, only girls can do that class, and only guys can be samurais.
What are they? What weapons do they have?
The girl has like the common. I forget how to pronounce it. But she's basically she looks like a scorpion. Has like the mask over the face and like that kind of style ninja look, and she carries knives. It's like a type of knife.
Cause you know how like Japan was like super strict with like sex, with like how like you weren't allowed to see like the royalty and shit, and if you seen a woman of higher class like in undress, you would get killed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, well, like the only soldiers that they would trust to guard the women were other women.
hell
So
yeah.
there were these certain kinds of ninjas, and they had whatchamacallits that for some reason I forget what the fuck they're called right now. I usually always remember, but they're those staffs with the curved blade at the top of it.
It's kind of like a halberd, but not.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I can picture it. I just don't know exactly like what the name of it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're basically just a girl ninja, and it's super fast attack and it does like pretty good damage. But I pretty much made uh, her name's Chitose. I made her a tennis ace pretty much with some of those Kanuchi moves or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even know. I don't even have my phone to look it up because my phone's dead. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. And then I use the hero with the samurai for Kasuga, and that's like really fucking effective because I put so like when you can craft your weapons, you can upgrade them, and then you can give what's called brands. So you could get up to like 3 brands on one weapon, and the one I put on mine was bleed. So if you hit
Of course
somebody,
you did.
well, if you put up, you can put up, and it gives a chance to get bleed. I don't get it like super often or anything, but the cool thing about the samurai moves that I have attached to my character are there's like a move called Shadow Cleave, and it's super effective against people that are bleeding. So you can just like combine shit like that, and do stuff like that. So it's like a lot of mix and match and like kind of a build. So I just kind of decided to combine those two things. Super effective. But yeah.
I've been playing War Tales,
Oh,
which is
have you beaten it yet?
no, but I don't know if I'm getting close because like the talent trees, you only get a talent on every certain level, and there's only 12, and the last level is 12. So I don't know if that's the last level altogether or what.
Hmm.
I think I have all the armor because there's like different jobs that your people can do, like fisherman and tinkerer and miner and shit, and they get like they have different ranks in that. And once you get to master, it's like all the way up.
Nice.
Yeah. I can make all the armor, so pretty sure I'm close to the end.
I'm looking through the job list on my computer now. I didn't really feel like doing it. There's some I haven't even unlocked, like chef. I haven't unlocked the chef one yet. Um, it's spelled Kunoichi. Kunoichi.
Ichi.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not Kunoichi, is it?
The Kanuchi is a very versatile class that has a varied skill list filled with different offensive attributes to attack. Yeah, to tackle almost any situation. They can stack agility buffs, which can increase the effectiveness of skills like illusionary slash due to their innately high, innately? I don't know, high agility stat. I've never seen that word before. Uh,
Innately?
Innately, maybe innately. High agility stat. Their turn becomes their turn comes by pretty often, and substitution jutsu allows them to give up their turn for another ally to immediately attack.
That's probably just a Kunoichi, which means female ninja.
That's what it looks like. You can be a housekeeper too. It's a magic class, and you use like brooms and vacuum cleaners and shit. There's a desperado class where you're a cowboy, and a geo dancer where you're like a hula girl. There's like everything in here. Idol, night queen, uh, freelancer. That's just like a wrestling guy. Oh, they have a Pokemon thing in this game too.
What do you
So,
mean?
so since the main character sees
Like the
everything,
cows?
well, the main character sees every battle like a video game. So whenever you run up on like some dudes like walking down the street trying to fight you, they'll like it'll change how they look because he sees it like it's a video game. So they like turn into like not monsters but different styled people with weapons and shit. And they're known as Sujimon. And and the old Sujimon master requests your help. Yeah, no, it gets worse. There's a Sujimon League in this game. In the first one, there wasn't. You can capture them by giving them gifts, and then you use them in the Sujimon League. And then he tells you after like the huge explanation how to like do the whole side quest and big mini game thing throughout the whole game. He's like, and remember, you got to be the very best, and you got to catch them all.
Jeez.
Like no one ever was. And there's like four dudes that you have to fight, like they're the elite four. Yeah, it's pretty wild. But you can be a class in that game, which has nothing to do with like that mini game per se. But you can be that class and like use Sujimon in game, like in normal battles, outside of Sujimon battles. It's like those are like 3-on-3 fights. It's like weird. It's fun though. They have different elemental types and weaknesses and shit like that.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a fun ass game. There's just like so many things to do that like help you throughout the game. Like if you get the more of a bond you have with your friend, the more damage they'll do, and they'll do chain attacks. So like say you like punch somebody, like another character will dive over your head and just straight tackle them like mid punch. And the bigger the bond, the more damage and the more often they'll chain attack. You can knock somebody on
Oh,
the ground and your boy will run up and just like curb stomp them.
okay.
Yeah. So
You
like
remember how they added the friendship mechanic into Pokemon?
I never got into like all that weird stuff with Pokemon. I just played Pokemon as normal. And I do that for every game. Like I always forget about that shit.
You never fucked with the friendship thing?
Nope, only to get Blissey a long time ago. And that was about it.
Oh, you didn't get what is it? What's the fucking one thing's name? Umbreon and
Oh, is that a friendship thing?
yeah, you had to be friends with it at night or friends with it at day.
I thought you just had to train it at night. Or
Well,
level it.
you're
Yeah, level it up at night. Yeah. It has to hit level 20 at night for Umbreon and 20 at day for Espeon.
thought it was just your. I thought it was friendship.
It might have evolved into that into later games, but those were introduced in Gold and Silver. I just remember you have to hit level 20 at a time of day.
Because to evolve Golbat, you have to be friends with it at night, I think.
Nice. Did I ever get Crobat? I think I got Crobat once.
I got Crobat. He's fast as fuck.
I'm glad you brought that up though. Um, so I guess there's like a huge rumor that they're making Gold and Silver remakes for the Switch, like this year.
Why?
I don't know. I'm kind of glad though. That way I don't have to whip out a DS to play the first remakes. But
I don't know. I think it's weird.
it is weird. It's definitely weird. But I am excited for it because that's my favorite gen. So like anything with that gen, I'm down for.
Hmm.
It's like I want a Pokemon Arceus but I want it like gold and silver. Like I want it like ancient Johto kind of thing, instead of like what was Arceus Diamond and Pearl, like ancient times Diamond and Pearl, right?
Maybe. If it's about Arceus, then probably.
Yeah, yeah, because it was Team Diamond and Team Pearl or whatever, Clan
Yeah.
Diamond, Clan Pearl. Yeah.
Remember that fucking Nintendo guy I showed you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, you know what I'm talking about? The animated shorts?
Mhm.
Okay. Um, every time I think of Diamond Pearls now, I think of fucking the guy from Pokemon Snap being like, "Yeah, yeah, show me them diamonds and pearls."
That's hilarious. But yeah, I've been just like wrapped up in that game, and I started playing Apex with Greg, and ended up getting into ranked and shit. So it's getting pretty wild there. Oh no, it's so strategic. Like I've never been like bad at a shooter, and I feel like I do not know what I'm doing no matter what. It's like constant strategy. Like if you don't have teamwork, you're not going to win. Like you're not even going to place top 5. So it's like I don't know. When people don't play with mics in that game, it drives me insane.
Sorry, my headset died.
Yeah. Yeah, it just for a team-based game like that, you need teamwork, and if you don't have a mic, it's like I feel
For
like
Arceus.
for Apex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just pointless. Like I don't understand why you would play
I
with.
I don't understand why like any game uses lore that isn't 40k lore.
What?
All games should be 40k.
No,
Yes.
that'd be terrible.
Got enough factions for it. Oh, you just don't like it because it's grimdark.
Yeah, it's dark as fuck. Well, in
Yeah.
general, if every game used the same lore, that'd be shit.
I don't know.
It's like I kind of feel that way about Elder Scrolls, like how far it's come. It's like, are we ever gonna like introduce anything new into this, or what?
Everything is new. Because there's the elves trying to make their fucking thing come true or whatever. Their prophecy come true.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's like, how long have we been waiting for a new one, for a new Elder Scrolls?
Forever.
Yeah, since Skyrim, and that came out in like 2010, I think, or 2012.
I don't remember.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? Come on. You've made
Yeah,
like
it's
9
ridiculous.
Fallout games since then. Make the fucking Elder Scrolls
No, they
series.
haven't. They made 76. That sucks too.
They made 476, and didn't they make a new one recently too?
I don't think so.
I thought they did. Oh no, that wasn't Fallout. It was Deathloop. And then they finally dropped what was that? What's that space one that Brandon was playing?
Star Citizen?
No, the one where you can go to different planets and shit. The one that was kind of
Uh,
like a big hype and then it flopped, kind of.
Starfield.
Yes, Starfield. Yeah, I know a
I was
guy
like,
in the
I
first
know it
one.
can't be that far off.
Yeah, no. You said Star something, and I was like, yeah, it's Star. It's definitely not Star Citizen. It's something else. But I know a guy. Whenever that game dropped in the first month, he played through it like 5 times. It's like Jesus.
I didn't play through it once. Heard it was boring.
I watched videos, and that's what it kind of seemed like. I don't know. I just think the Elder Scrolls games that they make are just so much more in depth and like
I'd rather have Elder
interesting.
Scrolls.
Yeah.
Although the fucking problem is the Elder Scrolls Online. If they would have never came out with that, then we probably would have had Elsewhere by now.
Right. Originally, I heard it was supposed to be Argonia, and then I heard it was supposed to be elsewhere. I was like,
Black
I'm
Marsh.
yeah, Black Marsh, yeah. But I'm like, I don't care as long as it's a new location. That'd be sweet. Let's do it. Like, I don't give a fuck where it's at.
Well, the beast locations are like a little different than like the Tamriel and shit.
Yeah, it's just like it would be cool to explore like a whole new world. Like, remember how big Skyrim was? It's like part of me kind of thinks as how epic Skyrim was with like that place is its lore is surrounded by dragons and mountains and just badassery. And it's like maybe you should have saved that for later. I feel
I don't
like
know.
like
I
like how
still
you gonna?
think the dragons were kind of a major disappointment.
I mean, if you turn up the difficulty a little bit, it's not. But like, I'm just
Well,
saying,
I
like,
think they're even worse
well, think
if you
about it.
turn up the difficulty, because the whole problem is that they like randomly fly off, and then you have to wait on the ground for a while they circle around you and shoot fire at you.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, well, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Like, wait till later till we have better like technology and like that. Imagine Skyrim being made for the first time today. How fucking crazy it would be.
I don't know.
But like, how are you gonna top that? Is like my main point. How are you gonna top like fucking awesome fucking game like that? Dragons and fucking mountains and doing all that crazy shit we could do back on the 360. Imagine what it would be like today if it came out. It'd be
Yeah.
massive. It'd be insane. Like Skyrim was big for its time then. Like imagine, like how are you gonna top that? Like we got Elsewhere where there's Khajiit, and then we got Black Marsh where there's lizards. It's like,
Elsewhere is also where the wood elves are, I think.
I thought they were in Valenwood or whatever it's called.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'll still never forget when I listened to like 20 hours of Elder Scroll lore one week at
Yep.
work.
There you go.
That was crazy. I started from the very beginning. It was like listening to fucking Genesis in the Bible. It's like the three gods of Narn. And then it just went from there. It's like Jesus. But yeah, today we're here to talk about Palworld, which is beta. It's a beta, so everybody's complaining about crashing and all that shit. It's a beta. It's not gonna be perfect,
Beta.
but it's fucking awesome. How many times has it crashed on you?
Oh, a lot.
Really? I've had
Yeah.
I've had like 2 or 3 crashes, and it
And
wasn't
I've
even a crash. It was like I hit the app, like the game app, and it was
yeah.
like, well, we're gonna freeze right at the start menu. It's like, okay, close, open, we're
I
fine.
don't know if mine ever had problems with launching, but it had problems just crashing mid play. And I've spawned inside of a wall several times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We When me and you tried to play that together that one time, I came into your world and all your fucking pals were gone.
Yeah, that was weird.
I was like, what is that?
Some of them starved to death somehow. They keep like getting stuck on shit, and then they won't eat out of their food thing.
Yeah, mine will do that sometimes. When I moved my base,
I
which
just
took me,
switch them out.
yeah, that's what I do. Um, when my base was at the very beginning of the game, like right where you start, where I started at,
Yeah,
mine was on like a bunch of like mountains, so
yeah.
they were getting stuck behind like stairs and all this other shit. So like I relocated, and it took me like 3 or 4 hours to fucking move everything. But I haven't had a problem since I made my base in this giant open area. So I think it's just like where you put your base, maybe. But still, like we should have better AI to go up shit, you know? Like find your way
Yeah,
around.
but that would be hard to test for, so.
Again, yeah,
It is
beta.
a beta.
Yeah. But yeah, Palworld is basically everything Pokemon should have been,
I don't know about that.
minus the. Uh, well, it should have been Pokemon instead of the pals. You know what I mean? Like better
Yeah.
quality pals or whatever.
Let's like, I was talking to somebody about it, and I was like, dude, if instead of Nintendo trying to sue them, they should just make their own version of Palworld.
Yeah, that's what most people say.
Yeah.
It's either that or
Because
save
Palworld would be
Pokemon,
so much
sue
more
them.
fun if it was with Pokemon.
Right. I don't know why. Like it's just like
Because of evolutions, and because of how many more Pokemon there are, you could make a more varied environment. Like, the environment doesn't seem like that great. The biomes, there's, like, what, fall, and then there's desert.
yeah, there's
I don't know.
there's like
Is there a
desert.
desert?
Yeah, there's desert, volcano, ice place, ocean, and like I don't know, wilderness, grasslands, and forests and shit.
Some.
But like all that shit's like put together as one. So really, there's like 4 biomes. But there's like I don't know. There's places in the game that you can tell that they're gonna be adding on to, like that giant tree in the middle. And
I don't
like
think I found that tree.
if you look how big the map is, they're definitely gonna be adding some shit.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's basically Valheim, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Pokemon combined. And it's
The
weird.
annoying parts of Valheim with the crafting. I still hate crafting in games where it's like, starts out with just, oh, you just find these, like, a rock, a stick, and like a little pendant thing, and you can make a sphere. And then it's like, oh, you gotta find like 3 pieces of iron
Right.
and some other bullshit.
You gotta mine stuff.
Yeah.
I, you know what pisses me off is whenever you're crafting. So, oh, it's a way better item. So crafting it takes like 20 times as long. It's like why?
Yeah.
Where you added all these quality of life improvements to like every survival game I've ever played, but you fucking put that in? Dumb.
Have you still not upgraded your work speed?
I have, but it's still the fact that you just shouldn't have to. It's like we're playing a game. We don't need it to take fucking to bake a cake. It shouldn't take me 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck, man?
Can't wait 5 minutes, bro.
I have to hold that button in for 5 minutes,
Nice.
or throw a fire pal on the ground and sit there and wait. Either way, I'm waiting 5 minutes to make
Yeah.
that fucking cake. Like I was scrolling through Facebook and commenting and just like talking to people, and that's how like all that took me to make a cake, and I'm like, all right, well, here we go. And then I gotta wait for the breeding, like using the cake to breed, which is another weird thing. You gotta like put cake in your fucking breeding barn for them to make an egg. It's like, why is it cake?
I forget how some of the breeding shit in Pokemon worked. It's like, what I thought was weird was that you couldn't breed like two random Pokemon and get a completely new Pokemon.
What you
Well,
didn't
what?
like that, or
Uh, yeah, I wish that you could like mix Pokemon and make new Pokemon.
well, I mean, it makes a lot more sense that way. But in Palworld, you can mix two fucking pals and make completely different pal, like more
That's
often
why I'm
than.
just more often than not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like you use a Bushi, which is like a fire samurai pal, and a Pen King, which is like a giant ice penguin, and it makes an Anubis, which is like a rock dog.
Okay,
Like,
that doesn't make any sense.
yeah, exactly. But that's how you get an Anubis, which is like the best crafter in the game, or like the best speed or whatever the fuck. Like I have like four of them, and I make so much shit with those things. Like
What do
I
you
don't.
mean?
So like, if you use your Anubises to
Yeah.
craft your shit for you, it's like snap of a finger. It's insane. Like so if you don't know about the Anubis, you're gonna take forever to craft shit. I made like a sphere conveyor belt to make spheres. I put three Anubises on there, and I had like 100 something spheres in like a minute. Like that bar that goes around in a circle that shows you your progress in the craft. It goes whirp, 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 and it's just like shooting balls out. It's crazy. But like you have to look online to know that shit, or just constantly test breeding out. But I'm on that Palworld group on Facebook, so like everybody's constantly sharing tips. So that's how I found that out. Or no, I didn't even learn that from that. I learned that from my buddy Brad, actually. And then people started posting about it. But yeah, you can just like throw two random ass pals together and get some crazy ass thing that should not come out of those two things.
I didn't even dabble with the breeding at all.
Oh, dude, you should. You should just throw two random fucking Pokemon in there, or pals, and you'll just get pals that you've never seen before or fucking just never had. And you'll just be like, what the fuck? Like I have one of those nocturne versions, like blazing lion things. I threw like an electric bird and I don't know some fire guy in there, I think, and got like one of those giant blazing lions. I forget what they're called. I haven't played in a minute. I was like, oh okay. The only one of those I've ever saw was like level 40 something.
Level are you still early 30s?
I'm either level 29 or 30.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you given any of your pals guns?
I don't know.
Like I have a bunch of
I
weapons
don't
for
think so.
pals, but like I don't use them. I use my own guns and throw my pals to just do normal attacks.
Yeah, I would think that your actual attacks with your pals would be stronger than their guns.
Right. Did you like have you gotten any firearms yet?
I got the musket.
Dude, that thing hits so hard, doesn't it?
Oh, I've hardly got ammo for it, so.
Oh. Yeah, every time you have like a raid where the syndicate or whatever attacks you, just make sure you kill all of them and take their ammo.
Yeah.
Like that's how I do it a lot. I don't craft ammo. I kill syndicate people. Or find like their bases and kill them and get their shit.
That's where I've gotten ammo before, but I think it's the only place I've gotten ammo.
It's not, in my
I
opinion.
just throw it away all the time.
In my opinion, it's not worth it to craft it.
What do you need to craft it?
Um, well, for the musket, to get course ammo, it's like gunpowder and something else. I forget what it is. But like, how often do you run across gunpowder? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hardly ever do. And I'm just like, yeah, it's just easier to steal all this. Because I'll attack, I'll get out of a raid, I'll get like 30 or 40 rounds, and I'm good for like a long time. So
Yeah, I just use flaming arrows still.
I made that thing and used it once, and then I just stuck with my normal arrows because it was just way easier.
What is it? You could only use the old bow or whatever, the 3-shot with normal arrows.
Yeah, I
You
used the
need,
3-shot, and then I started using the crossbow a lot.
which I think was stupid. They should have just had one bow.
Yeah,
Or like different levels of bows. They should have been able to use the poison arrows and the fire arrows and whatnot.
yeah, and one bow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I had a bunch of arrows on me and I was like, why the fuck am I not shooting this?
right. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's like what I can't load a fire arrow into my normal bow.
Yeah.
Is it a fire resistant bow? Am I not catching the bow on fire when I pull that bitch back? Like it's only
Yeah.
pulling back for a second. It's not gonna catch it on fire.
What am I gonna poison it or something?
Right. Yeah, let's compare this motherfucker to Valheim.
Okay.
Like,
It's not as annoying to collect rocks.
you don't die as much.
Yeah.
Like
And
at all.
dying, well, I die, I think, as much.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like once in a blue moon I die in this game. Like I have to be taken on something that's really outside of my level. Cause like
Yeah.
you have
That's what I'm talking about.
what do you?
I go
Oh, okay.
adventuring on the edges of the world and it fucking kills me.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
And fighting bosses.
How many bosses have you fought?
Uh,
Well, when I say bosses, I mean towers.
all towers.
Yeah, there's 5 towers. I've fought 2 of them. One the first one, the second one I can't beat yet.
I think I only found one.
And that was that giant Grisbolt thing with the girl
Yeah.
on it, right? Yeah. Did you by any chance catch it? I see a lot of people have caught in that due to like a glitch.
You catch it at the wildlife preserve.
No, no, no. You can catch that Grisbolt with the girl on it.
Yeah. I don't think I did it, but I know you can.
Yeah. It's like due to a glitch. But yeah, mining is so much faster. And
Auto
or
mine.
you don't have to go to death swamps to fucking mine ore.
Yeah. No mosquitoes.
Yeah, no mosquitoes. Fuck that. We got those fucking moths. That was terrible. The first time I found those things, dude, I tried to take one on, and there was like 5 of them around it, and they all attacked me and fucked me up so fast.
I was like level 10 when I first seen them. They're like level 23 or some shit.
Yeah, just fuck your
Yeah.
shit up. And when you got like a shitload of them on you, it's kind of hard to stop.
Yeah, there's like that grass attack where it's just like a circle of leaves come at you.
Yeah.
That's hard to dodge.
Mhm.
There's so many attacks that are just like that, where it's just like these quick attacks that home in on you.
Did you ever fight one of those bushis yet?
No,
They're the samurai dudes.
no.
Oh man, I I've died so many times to those things. They do that thing where they do the pose where they're grabbing their sword and then they disappear and reappear in front of you and just cut you for almost all your health. It sucks. And ever since I caught the one that kept killing me, I just do not do confrontation with the wild ones up in the volcano. Just won't do it.
Well, see, that's kind of like the weird thing, like, about this type of game with Pokemon is that, like, or not like Pokemon-esque creatures, fucking collectible monsters, is that since they have, like, magical powers and shit, they're fucking, like, way outclass you no matter what, unless you get guns.
Yeah. I remember when I rolled up to some of those, not the Syndicate ones. What are the other guys?
The Free Pal Alliance or some shit.
Yeah, I found them at night sleeping, uh, like in this like forest area. And
Yeah.
I just walked up to all of them, put my musket in their face, and blew their heads off.
You
Like,
can literally blow
yeah.
their heads off, though.
No, I just shot him in the face.
Yeah.
But it is very satisfying.
Not like Fable where you can shoot people's heads off.
No. The way you shoot people's heads off in Fable, their head shoots off and just spins around in circles.
Well, it falls on the it rolls on the ground. I think you can kick it.
Yeah,
But,
you can kick them. Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, just after playing Valheim, this game has so many quality of life improvements. It's like, I don't know, does it seem like the day and night cycle is really fast to you?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I sleep.
Ah, okay.
Because whenever I'm waiting on it, it feels like it takes forever.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like the game a lot, though. How about you?
Pretty enjoyable. It's
Yeah.
not really what I go to Pokemon for, but
Yeah,
uh,
I kind of like turned into Brandon with this game and just like love building things.
I just don't like that in games. I like, for some reason, I like Satisfactory a lot, and that's like the only point of that game is to build shit. Ever more complex machines.
I thought you liked, well, you like building in the forest.
Yeah. I don't know.
That game's
I
kick
don't,
ass with building though.
yeah. The building in like Valheim and shit with like the cliff shit, it's not really my thing.
It's just nice to be able to build whatever you want though.
It's like in the forest, it was a lot better.
It's like, I wouldn't say it's better. I just think it's badass that you can just make whatever you want in like Valheim in this game. But the cool thing with the forest was they kind of thought of everything, so you can just build it all at once,
Yeah.
like exactly what you would need or want. So,
But you didn't mess up around with the customization tools, did you?
nah.
Okay. Because there's these two islands in the forest, and this one dude on Reddit connected them with a bridge, and it's like this giant fucking structure that's insane. And
Oh,
you can do all kinds of shit with the custom stuff in the forest.
there's this sick ass thing in the new Yakuza game where you go to an island that's like fallen to rock bottom. It used to be a resort, and it has these two mascots. And they're like this looks like a terrifying Elmo and like a shitty dinosaur. And this dude who's like, I just want my resort to be better, and everybody's dumping their trash on the island. These pirate dudes, they just dump their trash on it. So like, it's a whole ass like sub story thing where you build a resort and clear out this massive island. It's fucking sweet as shit. Like build buildings and like spas and fucking like you build anything you want, like fucking water tank. Like just Just random ass shit like that would be in a city, like water tanks and electric generators and like lamp posts, build buildings, jungle gyms. Like you just do whatever the fuck you want. I had a lot of fun with that in the past 2 days. That's basically all I did for the past 2 days was do that. It was fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's just like this. You clear out a giant area and you just start making shit. It's cool. This is kind of like a roller coaster tycoon kind of vibe, but not an amusement park. And then
Like
you have to
Sim City.
yeah, like you got to deal with like satisfaction of customers and shit like that. And like there's different feels like rustic, pop, sleazy, elegant, like shit like that. You got to deal with like a whole bunch of shit. It's fun though. But yeah, Palworld's pretty sick.
Did you catch any of the merchants?
I haven't caught a merchant yet. I've caught people though, like syndicate people.
What do you do with the syndicate people?
Use them as Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There was a big thing about it on the group I'm in where it's like, why can you breed these things with pals?
Can you really?
People are trying to. I don't know if it actually produces an egg, but I know you can throw them in the breeding farm. I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe you can throw them in with each other.
Yeah, and that's another weird thing on the group is people just randomly post, "You furries are fucking nasty." Like I've been in that group since it started, and it's like I haven't seen one furry post. What are you guys talking about?
All furries.
Fucking furries, man. But yeah,
What do you think of the Pal Spheres, how they look?
I think they look pretty cool.
In somebody 3D print one.
I think they look. I don't know if they look as good as Pokeballs because I just love the design of a Pokeball.
Yeah.
But like, man, I do love a Palsphere. I do.
They look like ancient, like Atlantis technology.
Right? Yeah.
Our fucking, what is it, the saves from Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, that. The it looks like a little Blitzball sphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like whenever you like. I don't know. Don't you get that satisfying feeling when you fucking smack something with one of them? It just
Uh,
pops open. It's like.
Not really. I'm very dissatisfied with that. Because most of the time they just swat them away.
Yeah, that does happen a lot.
That's disappointing. I'm more of the negative aspect, I guess.
It is annoying. Like there's times where there's no reason why it should be able to swat one way.
Yeah.
Especially when the low level pals do it. It's like, what the fuck, dude? You have like 1% health. Like, what are you doing? I still think it's funny they gave you a stun rod in that game. Just
That
fucking
sounds useful.
beat them with a stun stick, and they're like, and then you smack them in the face with a fucking pal sphere.
See, I'm always close to catching one, and then my ally just takes it out.
Oh, anytime I get their health like down real far, I call my pal back.
Yeah.
There's
Sometimes when they're just like fucking off, and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna do this real quick, and then like they just swoop in with an attack.
yeah. My elk deer or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
That thing used to come in all the time with like mad attacks and just fucking kill everything I'm trying to catch.
They're hard to catch.
Yeah, a little bit, even at lower levels.
I've only caught a few of them because they'll be at like one health, and it won't let me catch them for some reason.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There's a trick to where, do you have the Palsphere launcher?
Oh,
Okay, so you can throw a Pokeball, smack whatever is there, hurry up and climb on top of it,
yeah.
and whenever it closes or busts open, either one, it'll launch you into the air, and then you can just shoot that Palsphere launcher because it's a homing launcher, and it shoots at all the fucking Pokemon in the area or pals in the area, and you can just catch like a shit ton of them at once.
Did
Yeah.
you do this?
I did not do this. I just watch videos of people doing it, and I guess Brad does it too. So, yeah, that's pretty fucking funny, honestly. This one dude caught like fucking 40 fucking pals and with one launch. It was crazy. Like, not even an exaggeration. There was just pal spheres shooting everywhere, and his screen just light up like a motherfucker. It's crazy. It's like, that's one way to level up.
Yeah. A little cheating.
That's like the best way to get fucking experiences. That's the best way to get experience because you got to catch 10 fucking 10 pals of every species,
Yeah.
which is so weird to me, but that's a thing. I don't know.
What if you want to get a 4-star pal though?
Oh, you gotta use that one machine to feed the pal other like the same species of
Did you
itself.
ever get anything past a 1-star?
I got to a 2-star.
Did you? With what?
I just kept feeding them in that machine. You just do it over and over and over again until you get a 4-star.
Yeah, but you need like 5 for the first level, and then you need 16 for the second level.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it absorbs the other pals, and you can do that. Then I was like, okay, well, I'm not catching, like, that many more of this. So, there's no
Yeah.
way.
What was level 3, do you remember?
I didn't get to level 3. I don't even remember what it said on it. Um, yeah, and that's the thing with the breeding. You get, like, those special gold abilities. Like, you could make a perfect quote-unquote pal, like how you do with breeding Pokemon,
Uh,
by getting the perfect combination of um, traits. That's what they're called, traits.
abilities?
No, they're called traits.
Oh.
Yeah. You can get 4 slots. If you get all, like, 4 gold traits or whatever, they're perfect. And they have to be the specific gold ones for that one. It's weird.
Pain in the ass.
Yes. That was like the big thing people in that group were talking about a lot. Like people, what do you say? He bred this one thing for like, I don't know, 150 times to get the perfect fucking one.
It's like you got syphilis.
It's like, no, dude, I'm not doing that. You have way too much time on your hands. Just sit there and fucking make cakes and breed all day, days on end.
Did the Final Fantasy VII thing with the chocobos, didn't you?
No, I never got Knights of the Round.
Oh.
Yeah, I never got that. I was not putting that much effort into it. I was like, nah, I'm gonna beat Sephiroth myself. But that's mainly for like Ruby Weapon and Emerald Weapon, that kind of shit.
Yeah. You didn't fight them?
I tried Ruby Weapon once, and that didn't turn out so well.
It just insta kill you.
No, I got a few good hits on him, but it didn't even put a fucking dent in him at all. So, hey, then he just killed me. So, fuck him. Speaking of which, 7 Rebirth Part 2 comes out this month. So, I won't be touching it though, because I'll be playing Yakuza.
I wonder if they're gonna put the weapons in it.
A lot of people were talking about that. It seems like everybody thinks it'll be saved for the last disc. But
Which, how long has it taken for them to come out with that so far?
part one came out in like 2021,
Oh, okay.
something like that.
Too bad.
Yeah, it's not like really bad. There's also the Elden Ring DLC that I'm waiting on. That'll be fun.
Uh,
Are you gonna get it?
feels like Elden Ring's ugh, came out forever ago.
Right? Yeah, that's how it feels to me too. I'm excited for it though. Be fun. Something new in that world.
I just don't like those games very much. I
Oh,
don't know about going back to it at all.
beat it 8 times. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh?
How do you do something you don't like that many times?
Because I properly found out that I didn't like
It only took me 8 finishes.
it. Now I found out way before that.
Jesus. Just self-torture.
Yeah. It's a touch of the old masochism.
Yeah. Um,
Not a bad game, I just don't like it.
I feel you. I don't feel you, but I get what you're saying though, I guess. Yeah, there's I don't
Just
know.
how I feel about all the Dark Souls games.
Just gotta get good, bro.
I've beat them, so
Just you gotta beat all of them.
I don't want to.
How many have you beaten?
I don't know.
I thought you
I
only
don't even
beat
know
Elden
what
Ring.
counts. I have. But it
Yeah.
all matters what counts.
The actual Dark Souls games.
Well, yeah, I've never beat any of the other ones. I don't really care to.
Oh, you're talking about Souls-like games.
Yeah.
So, did you like Lies of P more than Elden Ring?
Uh, I don't know.
Lies of P was really enjoyable.
I like the arm things a lot for some reason.
Yeah, they're
Even
cool.
though I used the shitty ones and didn't get much benefit out of it.
After a certain amount of time, dude, you really do stop getting anything out of it, honestly.
Yeah.
I liked Lies of P a lot until I felt like it was just getting drug out. Felt like it should not have been that long of a game.
Well, Elden Ring was long as shit.
Well, no, well, for what Lies of P was, because it was mainly like linear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know. Some of those fucking levels are long as fuck, or areas. Like that last one. Holy fuck, dude. Climbing to the top of that fortress to beat Simon.
Oh, yeah.
That was long as fuck.
Yeah, I was definitely burnt out by the time I got there.
And then they're supposed to come out with that DLC for it, right?
I don't know.
Or like Eliza P2.
Eyes of P2.
Pew pew.
I don't know what else it would be about.
I don't know. At the end of the game, like Brandon was saying, whenever we watched that
Oh, yeah.
cutscene, they were like, who was it that was in it? We gotta go find Dorothy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dorothy. So it goes from Pinocchio to fucking Wizard of Oz or whatever the fuck. Dude, that'd be crazy. A Wizard of Oz, like Lies of P style game. Woo! That'd be trippy as fuck.
I don't know what the point would. I don't know. It's just. I thought Wizard of Oz was owned by Disney.
It might be. I don't know.
Maybe it's public domain by now.
Can that happen?
Yeah,
Huh. Interesting.
something's old enough. Yeah,
That's definitely old.
yeah.
But yeah, Palworld's pretty fucking sweet, man. You guys should check it out. Don't buy it though. I mean, buy it, but like you can get it on Game Pass too.
Yeah.
I think it's totally worth checking out.
You were gonna buy it, were you?
Oh, I was gonna buy it at first, and then you told me that just because it says game preview, it's the actual game.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna buy it, so I wouldn't have played it if it wasn't.
Nice.
Nice. Is it nice?
It is nice because I mean, Game Pass is sweet, man. Love that shit.
Game Pass. If it wasn't for Game Pass, I wouldn't play a lot of games.
Yeah, I really dug into that thing until recently when I started playing these other two games. But I mean, that Game Pass held me for like a year almost, maybe over a year. So I'm excited to go check that shit out after I get done with this shit. So see what all new kinds of shit they start dropping.
Yeah, everybody should check out Palworld. It's recommended.
Highly recommended. Yeah, it's fun. You can
I
do tons of
I
shit.
don't highly recommend it. I just recommend it.
I just feel like
Checking
it's
them
a.
out.
I definitely feel like it's an experience you should check out, but only if you like survival games. If you can't do survival games, then don't play it.
Yeah, and crafting and building.
Yeah, like you'll freeze at night because it gets cold.
Yeah.
You gotta just hurry up and make some armor, which is really easy to do. But whatever. Um, is it my turn to pick the game or is it Brandon's?
I think it's yours.
Okay. Uh, it's gonna be a two-parter then, because I know what I want to pick. We'll do a two-parter that way we're not rushing to try and beat it and do all that shit. Uh, Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Huh.
Yakuza 7. Want to roll deep in that one. Got a lot to say about that one. Oh no, dude, that game shot to like my second favorite game in battles for the first. I love that shit. So much fun and entertaining. So, alright guys, catch us next time. Me, Mike, and Ichiban Kasuga, and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Thought you were saying that's Brandon's name.
No, nobody
Okay.
deserves that name. It's the name of a hero. I wish you played Dragon Quest, because you would get like a shitload of references in this game. Make like a ton of references to Dragon Quest. Alright, catch you
All
guys
right.
later.